How you go? So the boys, dude. ASU, my friend over here, I like this kid because he's ever positive. He comes to the shows and he only wants to talk about some he smashed or the fact that life is great, dude. Those are the two things this kid brings to the table.
And sometimes it's a little overzealous. I remember one time, Jackson, where me or Leo were talking to a girl and you boxed the girl out like you were Shaquille O'Neal just to tell us that you got pussy the other night.
Yeah, you're like, hey, excuse me for a second. Hey, guys, so I fucked a bitch last night, dude. It was great.
Absolutely, like she could hear everything you were saying.
I probably could have done it if I had it. I don't even think I could.
I wanted to hear that.
I'll tell you a story afterward.
Okay.
But no, it's true. And you know what the funny thing is? Like, I respond like I'm one of the boys every time. So those girls are going to know the truth about me as soon as they see me talking to you. Because I'm like, fuck you, got some pussy, my man? Hell yeah, dude. But
so,
okay.
Jackson, at ASU,
oh, God.
I can't say this with total certainty, but I suspect that even Saltine could get laid.
Can anybody get laid?
Anybody can get laid at ASU. ASU is number one pussy school in America.
You're right and you're wrong.
They said UCSB was because of the woke chicks, bro. The liberal
UCSB for sure.
Dude, King Croc should move and be homeless in Goleta, dude, and just walk around Playa Vista.
Yeah,
and just.
Oh yeah, UCSB is way more than
if he
ASU.
wants to,
absolutely.
dude. Yeah, UCSB dude is the number one, and we
See,
you know,
he's just making excuses because he's not getting laid.
No. Like. It depends on the type of person. It's definitely, if you're in a frat, you're guaranteed pussy.
Why aren't you in a frat?
I am one.
He's in a frat.
Pie though.
They still, and if you're in a frat, it doesn't matter which one you'll get pussy.
Yeah, I mean, you guys.
well, within reason, one of the mainstream ones, you'll be fine. But APOD's like a mainstream one over there. It's pretty.
So he's in the Jewish fraternity.
Well,
there's some. You'd be surprised. I'll show you the sweethearts, man.
What's the name of your fraternity that you're part of?
Alpha Epsilon Pi. It's they have the highest GPA across the nation. Vina, I know it's hard for you to deal with this. Sitting
No
next
worries.
to
I'm learning.
I know you want to.
That's actually sig new.
Vina's like, can I use the oven downstairs on this?
Yeah.
The answer is not right now because Dina burned a pizza down there, so we got to clean it out first.
Oh fuck. Okay.
You.
Yes.
You.
Yes.
Dude, renounce your Judaism and join Sigma Alpha Epsilon. Give yourself a fighting chance.
I low-key probably could. I mean, I still get enough, so I'm fine.
How much do you get? Sorry. I'm cross-examining this guy.
No, this is good. I like this. I mean, you guys. I wasn't in a frat, so
people and like on a roster, I just kind of go with.
Wait. What? You have a roster?
Yeah, like three girls over there.
Leo, he's telling us he has a stable.
Well,
he used the word stable.
Times have changed, Danny. Times have changed. Like anybody can have a stable now. It's not just the alpha.
Depends. It
I'm just kidding.
Definitely takes the pressure off because I don't want to be like, oh shit, I want to get laid, but I have to just go out for like 3 hours just to find another one. Where I can just literally text the girl within 5 minutes. They'll be at my house.
I mean, college is like that, Danny. I mean, he has it's a numbers game, and every college is like 70% chicks. It's like he's surrounded by girls his age. One of them is going to be wet at the right opportune time for him to fucking hit her up. She's going to be flicking her band. He's like, And then she's going to think Lizzo, Beyonce, Rihanna, like fuck a bunch of dudes because you're the boss bitch.
Yeah.
And then they go, you know what? I'm just going to fucking ride this Jewish penis. For 35 seconds, call it a day, dude.
I can do better than that, Leo.
I bet you can, dude.
So
I can do way better than that.
I bet you can.
Let's quiz him right now, Leo, because you raise a good point. It is easier than ever to have sex.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know for sure that he's not fibbing, though. Jackson?
Yes.
What does the roof of a vagina feel like?
Ooh.
By my penis or by
Finger.
Finger, obviously.
It's kind of wet, kind of warm.
Okay.
All right, Steve Carell. Is it like grabbing a bag of sand?
Yeah, no. Is there like a little, maybe like a ridge?
You mean the clit?
That's not the clit.
Inside.
Oh, inside.
The ceiling.
Is there a ridge?
I mean, I'm not looking at it. I'm just feeling, doing my thing. So I'm just in the moment.
Is there some texture when you hit this? Is it smooth?
What's the texture?
Yeah, there is kind of a ridge. You kind of like put it in. It's kind of like you kind of go like this, and it's like a comfortable feeling.
That is the least specific account of a woman's vagina I've ever heard.
I'm worried right now.
It's like.
So it's comfortable, huh?
Yeah, it's definitely comfortable.
Okay,
it's very well.
So wish you could just like have a vagina sheath to rest your fingers in.
Yes, absolutely.
What is the texture? We're getting back to that.
The texture. I mean,
this kid's a fucking virgin.
No, I'm trying to get the top of my head here, but honestly, It's been a little
Is
bit
the
of a
whole?
drought.
Is the? Oh
A
wow!
little bit. Like it's been like a few weeks.
Comes
Listen,
out.
all right. Listen.
What an admission of guilt. We should be lawyers.
Look, the thing is about I did take a little bit of a break.
From getting pussy.
Yeah, at least.
Too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
I mean,
Yeah,
I wouldn't say
I
it's
was
too
just,
much.
I was getting so many chicks.
It's just-
I remember. I mean, do you remember the time?
It
I
just
tried to make
got
it a fair
boring.
fight.
Time out,
It
Danny.
just got
Remember,
boring.
Oh no, 2019 summer when I first met you. You were
went
getting
through-
way too much pussy. Dude.
I mean, yeah,
Remember that?
I'd take a break.
You had to take a break,
I had to
dude.
wipe my brow, look myself in the mirror, and be
Right.
like, dude, you're getting too much cunt.
Right.
You're
It was affecting. It was affecting.
It wasn't
your
that I
life.
was getting too much. It was just I just didn't like how I was getting it.
How are you? Oh, yeah,
It's
because
just random. I don't.
ideally
see
the
them
girl would be
again.
conscious.
You know the best.
Yeah,
You know, it's
I mean-
funny. I have to say this on the pod. I don't think I've ever said this on the pod.
Yeah,
but
I just did my own grave here.
my liberal acting teacher told me the other. We were having a beer like a month ago, and between sips, he looked me in the eyes and he goes, never met an old guy who wished he got less pussy. Now, you guys remember that?
This is the problem,
Such a
Leo.
Leo quote.
And I
I know, it's a
remember
Leo
no, but
quote,
that's
dude.
that's
I
a good
know.
quote though.
Vina, it's the ultimate Leo quote.
It really is.
It's
It
the
really,
That is a real
truly
quote.
is who I am.
And Vina, it gets worse because when we were at the wedding, these two,
The Adam 22 one.
not that
no,
one.
not
We were
that
at our editor Ian's wedding.
Oh,
These
okay.
two washed up musician dudes were there. They were in their late 60s, I think. They both had colossal beard bellies. And they looked Leo in the eye and said, hey, my man, you're never going to be better looking than you are right now. So go out there and fuck whatever. We'll let you fuck it. And I just went, you bastard. Because here's the deal with
So
Leo.
many people tell me these things. It's
'Cause here's the-
strange. I don't know what it is.
Leo, like, if it's been, say, 6 weeks since somebody's told him that the meaning of life is vagina, he'll be calling me at like 6 a.m. and I'm like, oh, dude, I'm still sleeping. He's like, hey, I'm going to go do Running Canyon. I wanted to, do a hike. And I'm like, nah, man, call me back in like 3 hours. He'll be writing material for stand-up. His diet will be clean. And then some jack-off, some fucking wannabe Siddhartha will come and tell him that the path to enlightenment is between a woman's legs.
Yep.
And then it's over.
It is true. It's true.
That's true.
I don't know what it is, but it must be true. That's what this all goes back to. And I get it.
My fraternity days, Leo, I couldn't walk down the hallway.
You couldn't walk down the hallway with your cock? What do you mean?
I couldn't walk down.
Without seeing a cock?
I couldn't walk down the
Guys
hallway.
would just whip it out?
Oh, it was like with those trees that throw apples in The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, shit.
Except for dudes were slinging cock
That's dope.
out of all the hallway doors.
Must have been fun.
That was good.
I love that everybody on the couch though is kind of like it's a lot of our fans encompass from the farthest places in the world like Finland and
Yeah.
and then the Jews in Hollywood, which we
Yeah,
need.
it's crazy. We get a Jew there, and then next to him, a guy who hates them.
Hey, you have
Don't
to
pin
be.
it on me. What the fuck?
I'm just joking.
No, you're good. You're good.
The
Listen,
Ukrainians have given white European people a bad name. Is Scandinavia considered Europe? It's
Yeah.
Europe.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
Europe,
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
Good, good.
It's true though. Me and Danny we don't have the help of the Jews yet, so we do want to kind of ask how we can kind of get into the fraternity. I am 2% Ashkenazi Jew. So.
Yeah. What did your dad do, Jackson?
My dad, he's in real estate.
Of course.
Perfect. Perfect.
Well, there we
They're
go.
all business majors here, so.
Yeah.
So, what can your dad do to maybe ensure Leo and I get a nice deal
Yeah,
in
get
the
a nice
hills
deal.
of West
He actually
Hollywood?
in West Hollywood, he's more in
Where is he?
out of state, but he's semi-retired.
All right. Well, we're
basically.
going to need
Of
him to
course he
call
is.
up one of his
Connects,
buddies in
yeah.
the extensive network
Yeah.
your people maintain.
Burger, Stein, either one.
Yeah.
Say
Okay.
Burger Stein.
Whenever Austin says
yeah, that's
anything
what I
oddly, I thought he was saying Burger Stein, which I thought was some
That's
like
a good name for a fast
deep
food restaurant.
4chan conspiracy theory. And I was like, oh,
You know what? I'm stealing that name for like a fast food restaurant I will eventually open.
Bergstein.
Stein,
Bergstein.
man.
Yeah, fast food burgers.
I like it. It's
Kosher edition.
And instead of a bun on the
Kosher
top,
burgers.
the patty's got a yarmulke.
No, it's challah bread. Challah burgers.
Challah, that bread. That challah bread is one of my favorite breads.
It is. It's the best.
Unbelievable.
It is the best.
It's
Have you ever had challah French toast, Leo?
Yeah, it's crazy good.
My mom makes the best challah French toast.
You are
I
a
would
good
love
Jew,
to come
Leo.
over and have some.
No, you're not fucking my mom, Leo.
Do you have a sister?
I do have.
How
I
old
do have a
is she?
sister, but
She's
she's
too young.
14.
Okay.
Well, that's not too old for Leo.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Too young. I
Is
mean.
too
young.
young.
I'm sorry.
Definitely not.
Yeah, I'm definitely not having anywhere near Leo. Absolutely not.
Would
I
you,
know this man.
Jackson? Would you trust Leo in a cabin with your 14-year-old sister?
Oh, absolutely not.
Sorry, Leo.
Absolutely
You're a
not.
piece of shit.
I don't
If
think
she was of
I don't
age-
think
if
he'd
she was
try
of
to.
age,
I
I
don't think
wouldn't
he'd
try
try to.
anything.
I still think he would, but like not as obvious, where he could still get away with it.
Wait,
I
you
would
think he would?
not
You think he would
try
try?
anything.
Like he'd
I
ask
would
her like some
not.
very fucked up questions, but he
I
says,
would not.
technically, I'm not trying to seduce
I
her.
would
If he's
not.
drunk. If he's drunk.
I would
Leo,
Very
would-
drunk.
I know I am.
let's not put that evil on Leo, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry,
we all know Leo.
We all know Saltine would be the guy who would do that.
That's right.
I'm sorry, Saltine.
No, but whatever. It's-
Bottom line is, no one's getting anywhere near my sister.
that's good. Yeah, that's good.
Well, when she turns 17, though, I'm joking. When did she turn 18? Honestly, 2027.
I guess, yeah.
Cool. We'll all be there.
Okay.
I think I've aged out of the 18, 19-year-old market, Danny.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's
this
kind of
bachelorette
weird.
fame
It's-
doesn't really get you. As
Now
much
it's like,
anymore.
no, I mean, the boys, you guys don't seem as loopy as girls in your age group. Like, girls 18, 19 are like borderline retarded.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
know.
hard. I mean, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And it's like, you can't, I can't, like, it almost feels like taking advantage of like a drunk chick if you really try to hook
That's
up with
literally
an
how I
18,
feel
19-year-old.
about that.
Because
That's
you could
why
just be like, I don't know, bro. Like, it's just not.
She would have to go to Stanford or Berkeley or something.
That's a good point, actually. Like a
That's
very
why-
super educated, like 18, 19-year-old, maybe it's better. But
Yeah,
let's
which-
go.
Honestly,
Going
though, if
from
they're that
UCLA
educated, they
parties.
probably were like super shelters as a kid and have
And then
like
that's
very
even
little-
makes
worse
it
too.
even better.
That's
Makes
even
it better.
Well, it makes it better for like a
For us.
long-term thing, but like yeah. But either way, I mean ASU though. I mean I think
They're all
that
doorknobs.
there's probably a lot of 50-year-olds getting pussy from like ASU girls, right?
I wouldn't
mean,
be surprised.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like fucking.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Did you call them doorknobs?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
They turn.
They're stupid.
Everybody gets a turn.
Oh.
I mean, yes,
That's
but
old.
also they're just all like the same person. They're all like copy and paste of each other. ASU. Like if I show
yeah,
you
yeah.
a video,
They're all hot blonde girls who won't fuck Jackson Goldman.
oh wow, that's cold. That's cold. You set me up for that.
We
but-
got to fuck around on the pod a little bit. I don't know. We really love you guys though. That's why you're on the pod. Number one. So if we're messing around saying you don't get pussy, the point is we want you to get as much pussy as possible. That's the truth.
I do too.
This has been, I'd say, 95% of this podcast, Leo, is me and you telling Jackson and Saltine they get no pussy.
Yeah, dude, it's fucked up.
And then
dude.
telling Vina that his military is a joke.
It is, right. I know. It's been an out of control pod, but it's a good one. You know, you guys, this is what you wanted. This is what you wanted. No, I like pods with people, people that are in the community and that like our stuff because they let us be who we are. See, like today, if we had like a guest that was like somebody that we wouldn't do all these things. We wouldn't truly be ourselves.
No. In front of
We'd
these
put
guys.
we'd put on an act for somebody out here that's because we want to be respectful and we're adults and stuff. But it's good to be with children sometimes. So we appreciate you guys.
Anytime.
You guys are good.
He does.
It's good to be with children.
I love to
Set
be
off
surrounded by 18-year-olds.
But Danny, one thing that surprised me was me and Robbie both went to lots of UCLA frat parties our senior year of high school. And for me, going from UCLA girls to ASU girls was a mind-boggling difference.
Why?
Because UCLA girls, they're a lot more respectful. You can have a normal conversation
Really?
with them. So in a way, it's easier at UCLA.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
I'm not the kind of I'm not like a Chad who just kind of goes up like that.
Sure.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's just not how I do my
Bro,
shit.
yes, you are.
How am I a Chad?
Stop the
How am I a
bullshitting,
Chad?
Wait, let's see this.
If you can morph into a Chad every
I
now
can,
and then.
but
Or
like
at least try to.
I've
I
seen
just don't
you be,
like it.
I've seen you be a little bit of a Chad at the comedy club.
Oh,
at
my
the right
God.
time,
At
I
the
can
right
bring
time,
it in,
dude.
but it's not my
What?
usual move. That I would like
Okay,
to do.
I'll tell you why the fucking people at ASU can't. So the acceptance rate at UCLA is 10%. The acceptance rate at ASU was 88%.
That's true.
Stop.
There you
Everybody
go.
gets in? And why do they need
Yeah, you
that many
probably
people?
could've gone in.
But if so many people apply there, probably, right? Like they just like I
They're
don't
desert
Oh, yeah,
people,
it's-
Leo.
I get what
Yeah.
you're saying. There's not enough. It's huge, right? Like how many
I
people?
mean, lots of people go online too. So
they go online too,
Yeah.
right?
Dude, their
Also
minds are
people go
cooked
online.
by sun exposure.
Yeah, the
That's true.
desert rats, my buddy says.
They're desert rats, dude. So yeah, and that's something you got to consider. At UCLA, I think you should keep.
Upstairs. Sorry.
I think you should keep Jackson hanging around UCLA. I think you should keep hanging out there because that's where you're going to find a girl who, well, she's gonna be your intellectual superior, not your intellectual.
Oh, yeah.
She will be Jewish though. You can find that.
That's true.
But yeah, a girl at UCLA, they're all on birth control. They probably, if they did get chlamydia or gonorrhea at a crazy frat party, they're smart enough to go recognize the symptoms and get it cured. Whereas at ASU, I've heard stories about ASU and like,
My buddy went there and it's there's a dark energy kind of surrounding it, to be
Oh, really?
honest.
That is
You know what I mean?
that
Like
is-
it's a dark energy, like bro, going out and like hooking up with girls that like fucked 4 guys that week, bro. Like, you know.
Yeah, that's why I didn't really do as much over there because I just didn't really want to.
oh, that was the reason? Standards?
No, I get what you're saying, dude.
I do have standards.
I'm sorry.
It's a gross feeling.
I'm
I did it like a few times, and just it's like I know you were fucking like 2 other guys
Right.
this week.
I've literally
saying.
It's
I've
just
literally
not a
heard
good
this.
feeling.
It's not a good feeling, bro. I've
don't like
I've
it.
been there, bro. Trust me. I know.
I've literally heard this, like, oh yeah, that's Cynthia's friends are in town. They both go to ASU. The one, Kendall, has anal herpes, and the other one might have herpes too. She's getting it checked. Like I've
Exactly.
heard that. I've heard that about girls from ASU.
Like crazy
Like they
shit.
just have herpes.
Yeah.
Oh, they probably do.
Herpes is going around, dog.
Dude, herpes is scary. I would be honest. I'll take a lie detector test, but also you can't get on the Bachelorette with herpes. Like you can't. That's actually they hate the herpes. Hate people. There's people that defend herpes people. You know.
Yeah.
And they hate the Bachelor like entity, Bachelorette, Bachelor, because you are not allowed to go on the show if you test positive for herpes. So that was 2019. I mean, obviously, it's been some time. But
Yeah.
I've never had an outbreak.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. You're a carrier most likely, but you haven't exhibited any symptoms. I think we should do this. I think we should really raise the stakes on the Bachelorette. I think it should be 18 women without herpes competing for one guy with herpes.
I like that.
That'd be awesome.
And then I think whichever girl, quote unquote, wins has to get deflowered or rather herpified.
While he's flaring up.
Yes.
It can't be like any other time.
He's got to deliver it to the winner, the quote unquote winner.
Yeah, and it's shocking that Shia LaBeouf, he went on a couple podcasts and he put on a great performance. I mean, the motherfucker's this is the greatest one of the greatest actors in our like our age group, 35. He's unbelievable. He went on a couple podcasts and apologized for this, but the motherfucker knew he was flaring up, put makeup on the area and fucked a bitch to give her herpes, the girl he was dating. Like, that's crazy. That is confirmed fact. It was like in court. Like, I think he had to like settle that. But he's going to be back in Hollywood, dude.
Damn.
Meanwhile, you need my big dick. Well, I'm kind of back in Hollywood too, all right?
Hell
Little
yeah.
Caesars.
Little
your boy's
Caesars.
back, baby.
Let's go.
That
Boys
is,
back.
wow.